Hello everyone and welcome back to Hungarian Last to First Challenge against 110% AI driving the Alfa Romeo Valtteri Bottas on realistic car performance. We're starting on the medium compound tyres with 5 lights. Lights out. And away we go here in Hungary. Of course, it's the Hungarian GP this weekend, so post down in the comments who do you think is going to get the win as we're searching around for a bit of clean air down to turn 1, going down the middle and going around the outside, in fact, threading the needle all the way up into P11 already, trying to go on the attack. Can we get down the inside of Esteban Ocon? Yes, we can. 2 more positions made up there. We're even on the medium compound tyres compared to everyone else on the soft compound. Wow, that was the first sector and a half. P20 to P9 in only what was actually, in fact, 3 official corners of Sector 1. Trying to look to maximise this middle sector now. We've done such a good job. I don't want to break the wing. I don't want to make any stupid risks. And risk getting damage right now. We're in a really solid position. As I said at the start of this video, we're using the realistic performance of the Alfa Romeo today. Just to make it a bit harder, because the AI can be lacking quite a lot of pace. So it's much better to be on the realistic performance and try and make it a bit more challenging for us here today. P20, what will look to be P8 at the end of the first racing lap here in Hungary. Using a bit more battery at the final corner, all the way up. Wow, 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 let's see what we can do. The 2 Red Bulls are fighting down in turn 1 up ahead of us. Bit too much curvy inside. Behind Fernando Alonso, 2-time world champion, of course, and did that fantastic pass on Michael Schumacher. I can't remember what year it was. It was 2005 or 2006. Long story short of it, though, it was raining, and he went, ooh, wow, I went off the track there. He went all the way around the outside of Michael Schumacher at this very turn. Doing that against the slowest car on the grid is a challenge, let alone Michael Schumacher. Fernando Alonso really brought the fight to Michael. Obvious statement, I know, but wow, what a driver Fernando is. Obviously, a lot of fans, a lot of haters as well, as we're looking to go down the inside. He defends a little bit, but we can get the move done later on the brakes. But as I was saying, a lot of fans, a lot of haters. But one thing that is undeniable is his skill in a racing car. Personally, I hope to see him have a car worthy of his talent, and I'd love to see Fernando fighting for another world championship. Whether that will happen or not, we have to wait and see. But until then, we need to get past George Russell. I keep on taking way too much curb on the inside there. Right, we need to knuckle down, get some focus. There we go, that was a much better apex. Bit of traction loss on the exit can happen. It's tractable. The traction is so critical around this racing track. There's a harsh, retiring yellow flag in Sector 1. Let's see if that'll bring out a safety car. I doubt it will. If it does, that won't really be that great for us. It doesn't. At least at this moment anyway. No interference to this race. Into the middle sector. Left. Right. Hard back on the power. There we go. George Russell is losing a bit of traction. There's a Red Bull escaping out front in the lead. I'm going to presume that's Max Verstappen. As he so often does in real life these days. I saw a stat before the Hungarian GP. He's only 21 points away from having a perfect season so far. We almost touched the back of George Russell. Yeah, he's only 21 points away from having a perfect season so far. That is phenomenal consistency. Right, let's see if we can do a phenomenal pass down the inside of George Russell, though. Just about get it stopped. There we go, lovely. Open up DRS for the second time on this lap. Yellow flag just ahead, so we got that done in the nick of time. Into turn 2. We've got about another 6 laps until it's time to box for our fresh set of soft tyres in the second phase of this race. Naturally, the AI starting on the soft should be able to undercut us too much. Should be able to undercut us quite a lot, I should say. And we're looking to try and save a bit of tyres now to counteract that, or get as many positions done now. So when we come out on our fresh stops later, we're in the best possible position to make up the time and go and challenge this race win here. I was thinking about a bit of a move there, deploying a bit of battery, but we seem to be a bit too far back from Carlos Sainz to make it happen. It would have been a bit of a waste of battery, and we could have deployed our pace in a better way. Right up behind Carlos Sainz. Yeah, Sergio Perez is holding up the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc up ahead. And Max is scampering off into the race lead. Right, deploying battery. There's going to be AI fighting up ahead. We're going to think about trying to go down the inside. No, a bit too far back. Charles Leclerc, Sergio Perez side by side. Charles Leclerc is into P2 here in the Hungarian GP. Let's see what that can do. Oh, we almost hit the back of Carlos Sainz. Everyone sort of Constantina up. Can we get a run on him in the halo? Deploying battery right up behind. Trying to get a run into turn 4. Can we get a run? We almost get side by side with him, but we can't quite make the move done. Into the right-hander. Let's move back on the power. Critical that we try and dispatch of these cars as soon as possible now. Max is starting to break away in the lead. Right behind Carlos Sainz. Move back on the power. Sergio Perez seems to be struggling quite a lot now. So I wonder if he's picked up damage, possibly. Or he's just shredded his tyres beyond repair.
Here's some information on Russell for you. They've got some kind of mechanical problem.
Apparently Russell has a mechanical problem. He's going to be retiring from this race, it can seem like. Trying to go around the outside of Carlos Sainz. Oh, he's not... Well, Russell is not retiring just yet. It's definitely going slowly. I wonder if he's going to retire into the pit lane. Or he's got damage to his wing somehow. He definitely didn't hit us, that's for sure. Right, into turn 1. The straight line speed of that Ferrari is very, very challenging for us to get past. Right up behind. Deploying battery down into turn 2. Can we look down the inside? We go for dive. We get the move done. Just about getting the move done on the inside of Carlos Sainz, losing traction on the exit as everyone's tyres are starting to fade away. Max Verstappen is up the road. We can still just see him. What's going to be critical for later on. Down 2 gears. Right, into this middle sector. Let's see if we can close in. Our tyres should be in a much better condition than the AI right now. Through the left-hander. Let's move back on the power. Trying to avoid the dirty end. Lewis Hamilton getting a great exit. Can we deploy battery? Can we have the inside? Not quite into the right-hander. We thought about it, but we're going to be oh so close on the exit. Deploying more battery. Is Lewis going to go defensive? Not enough. We're going to go down the inside and get the move done. Heading into the final sector on lap 6 of 18. Right, when are the AI going to box? Oh, I thought Sergio was going to go for it then. His car didn't quite pull over to the left-hand side of the track like you normally would see. Oh, we got DRS failure. I can't even open up DRS now. No. Well, this is going to make it quite interesting to try and get past these cars. Sergio Perez, Charles Leclerc fighting up ahead. Right. We got to get this move done just on pure merit now. We're not going to be close enough. We'll turn off the battery, try and save it. Can we go around the outside? We almost hit the back of Sergio Perez there. Getting a bit too eager. Fortunately, no damage done. Into the middle sector. Here we go. Yeah, we just got a bit too eager up behind this Red Bull. Thought we could try and get around the outside. We probably could have if we got the line a little bit better. Right, can we try and pressure Perez into a mistake? Trying to look around the outside. Get the clean air. Oh my god, yes. Once again, the AI making a mistake on the exit there. That time was so close that we couldn't capitalize. Big snap of oversteer. Right, the rear tyres are starting to fade. We need to bring them back into a temperature window that is more suitable for grip. Basically pushing Perez around the final corners. Is he going to fall out of DRS? Oh, Charles Leclerc. It's not really going to matter for us. We don't have DRS to use anyway. What means we could become quite vulnerable to Lewis Hamilton down the pit straight. I don't want to waste my battery right now. Right, Hamilton's coming. We need to defend from Hamilton. Trying to go late on the brakes around the outside. Right, do we get a really good exit? Yes, we do. That should be us covered into turn 2 ahead of Lewis now. Down the gears into 4th gear. float the car into the apex. Big wheel spin on the exit. Clearly too many marbles on the tyre. Lewis Hamilton's closing. We have to go defensive into turn 4. That's going to cost us a lot of lap time. It's one of the fastest turns on the track. We have to close off the angle of the apex. Right, we've been behind this group of cars for way too long now. Max Verstappen is escaping up the road. We need to do something about it. Now or never. Right up behind Sergio Perez. We're going to keep the car committed into the right-hand apex. Hard back on the power. Using the battery on the exit. Can we get close enough? Perez goes defensive. Not enough though. Down the inside. Getting the car stopped. Rotated. Throttle on the exit. Job done. Lap 8 of 18. Up into the podium. Paying positions. AI going to make a pit stop yet? No, they're not. When will we have our DRS back? If we'll have our DRS back at all. It's going to be critical to this race. Looks like we've got a gap to Sergio Perez that we can safe with down this pit straight. Although he is closing rapidly. Down into 4th gear. Met the apex nicely. Good traction. Half a second away from Charles Leclerc. Down into 4th gear. Let the car pick up its own traction. Rotate. You can see the soft tyres and Charles Leclerc fading away. We closed 2 attempts in 1 corner alone, even while being in the dirty air. Into the middle sector. Fully committed on the curve. Getting a track limit warning. I think that's my first one of the race. So easy to do around this track. Down into 3rd gear. I think my DRS might be fixed. I'll check it fully when we get onto the next long enough straight to check it properly. Right up behind Charles Leclerc. Their tyres must be shredded right now. They must be thinking about coming into the box. Right, is our DRS fixed? Our DRS is fixed. We need to stay close enough to Charles that if he doesn't box, he's going to be a sitting duck down the pit straight. 2.8 seconds to Max Verstappen. Try to go look around the outside, get the switch back. Is he going to box? He is going to box. Right. This is going to be critical. We're due to box at the end of this upcoming lap. Lap 10 of the Hungarian GP. You can see pit window is now open. And now we've got 1 lap to make something happen before we can fit our set of soft tyres later in the race. We're going to ride aboard. We're going to commentate this lap for you. And we're going to try and make it my fastest lap of the race so far. Down into turn 2. You don't really have to meet the apex always here. As long as you can pick up a good exit and be early on the power. The natural camber of the track allows you to take multiple lines through there. Turn 4. You need to be fully committed. Take the curb on the inside. Running wide once again. I think that's the second time in 2 laps picking up a track limit warning there. 1 more and that'll be a 3-second penalty. Into the chicane. Down to 3rd gear. Short shift to 4th second for the second part of the corner. Pick up better traction. Into the left. Into the right. It's all about flow in this middle sector and letting the car naturally rotate around the apexes. Keep it in 6th. Kiss the curb on the inside. Hard back on the power. Into the final sector. Brake when the curb starts on the left. Down into 3rd gear. Smooth back on the power. And now into the second to last apex of the lap. Let the car rotate. Keep the car straight on the power. And then coming into the pit lane. Quite slippy here on the entry. So make sure not to make a mistake. Run wide. Now getting the car slow down for the pit limiter. We are here to put on the soft compound tyres. See Red Bull, Ferrari coming out. I presume they're going to be putting on the medium compound tyres as we're going to the faster tyre. For some reason, my teammate's in the pits, but I guess that's a him problem, not a me problem now. You can see Max Verstappen is coming down the pit lane. And we're not actually going to be that far behind. And you see Charles Leclerc, George Russell are fighting behind us. And we've been able to jump them. Yeah, we've gained a second relatively to Max Verstappen. Right, let's see what we can do now then. Bring these tyres into the operating window. We will have DRS back. 1.8 seconds to Max. Let's see what we can take out of him on this first lap already. Making sure not to get a track limit warning. Into the chicane. Oh, that was sweet. I love the feeling of new rubber on the car. Applying the throttle super smoothly. Critical to look after the temperature of these soft tyres. Purple middle sector. bring that gap down nicely to Max Verstappen right now. Oh, big screen freeze though. That didn't help my cause. Right, 1.3. We don't want to use up all my battery right now. We're sitting in a very nice position. Right, 1.2 seconds now to Verstappen. Providing this middle sector goes well, we should be sitting in his DRS by the end of the lap. Just need to find another 10. Purple sector 1. Fully committed through turn 4. Smooth on the power. Bit of a snap of oversteer, pushing the car to its aerodynamical grip limits here. As we start to pick up some dirty air from the back of Max Verstappen. There's a McLaren going slowly there with a yellow flag. Let's see if that make any carnage. No, it's not. McLaren's got back up to racing speed, it seems. So no safety car or race intervention will be required as we're closing up to the back of Max Verstappen. All over the back of him. Got DRS now, 2 attempts away, opening DRS, using the battery, fastest lap of the race, trying to go around the outside of him into turn 1. We're going to be side by side as we arrive to the braking zone. Late on the brakes, can we go around the outside of him? Yes, we can. We get the move done around the outside in the brakes.
Okay, they're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
So even Perez has a problem with his car now. Remember how George Russell had a problem earlier? Now Perez, I wonder if people are getting damaged from the curbs or something. Personally, it isn't happening to me, so I'll be shocked if it's happening to the AI, but I don't know what else it could be at this point. But either way, a relative amount of damage, or possible damage to Sergio Perez's car. We got to focus on getting away from the DRS of Max Verstappen right now. And that's really what we're almost doing. Another 10th and we're there. Ooh, ran a little bit wide, pushing the limits. Bit early on the power there, bit of a wiggle. Hard back out the power, out of the final corner. New fastest lap of the race, 17.1. Lap 14 of 18 here. Right, let's see what we can do with this gap. Let's try and build it as big as possible. Come around the corner. Heading on to a final lap here of the Hungarian GP. We've been able to start last. We're leading here coming on to the final lap. As we just about missed that apex in turn 1 as these tyres are starting to fall to shreds. 5.9 seconds to Max Verstappen. We're going to try and continues to build that gap as big as possible here on the final lap, using up all the battery that we've saved into the middle sector, down 1 gear. Ooh, going a bit wide, luckily not getting an off track limit warning there, mainly just because we lifted the throttle to give up any advantage possible. Into the right, into the left, sending it through here, trying to use the last of this grip and make sure these tyres go back to the garage as worn as possible and as much grip taken out of them as possible as we're building the gap to 6.2 seconds. Do you know what we should do? We should risk it with a 360. We might lose the win. We just about got it. See ya, Max. So there we go. 360 to round off the first challenge here in the Hungarian GP. Taking first place is Valtteri Bottas. Who do you think is going to win the Hungarian GP? And why do you think they're going to win it? I've been Brendon Leigh. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll catch you in the next video. Grazie, ciao ciao. Bye bye.